Bucks. I hope he tries to represent 3 threes. Oh, he is. He is trying to represent 3 threes. No, 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 no. Oh, no. They just thought I would fold to this little check raise? Nah. I'm not folding anything, Bucks. You can't make 3 threes. I have way too many threes. I mean, what could he have? 2 pair? Somehow, like, 7's full of threes? We have the other threes, Bucks. You guys, why is he being so crazy? I think it's a mistake for us not to raise here. There's a chance he has 10s full or 7s full, but I think it's still a mistake for us not to raise. Oh my God, he did. Well, at least he hit the case ace. What a crapshoot that was. Must be nice, Bucks. We're gonna go crazy with this hand here, right? The up cards 2, 3, 6, 9, 10. We have king, queen underneath. Nobody is showing any sort of hand that seems too exciting, and we will prevail. All in. Can we go all in? Let's go all in. Who's at the door? Godfather! Thank you so much. 3 months in a row. Thanks, Godfather. I certainly appreciate it. Gosh. I guess we check. We're going to need a pair, Poker Stars. We're going to need a pair. We might need 2 pair. That'll do. That is precisely 2 pair. Just had 10s. I've been a little bit engrossed in this table, so I haven't quite... do we steal here with 2 overs to the board? Yeah, 2, 3, 5, 9, 9. What else is going on? There's a $55 PLO8 Omania Saturday, which I think I probably should get into as well. But we'll just give it a little minute to percolate. So we make split 10s. Queen. So, oh, this is not the hand with all the dead spades. That was last hand. Seems likely to be a flush draw, right? Really? Yep. So I think our 10s are ahead, so we will drive. We will continue driving. I don't know what Akim is calling with. And now we're just going to check, and seeing as we didn't improve, but hopefully, you know, nobody else managed to. Oh, they did make queens and 5s. What? Buried 5s. I certainly appreciate it. Welcome back to Team Talon. It's a pretty easy home runny kind of hand to go with. We wish that 10 was a card 8 or lower, but all in. We'll put in as many chips as we can out right in the beginning. Bucks can easily have a split kings here and be trying to take advantage of 4 people going for low. But we have high and low. We're actually leaning a little bit more towards making a high hand than a low hand at this specific moment. I'm not giving up. I will not give up. Nope. I'll let you know what happens. It's pretty scary up cards. Hey, they can only see my ace. So we made a full house. Cool. We have 100 chips. Everybody's like, ah, I fold. I fold. Seems good, right? Do we have kings? We do have kings. What should we raise to? How about 727? I think based on my kind of not paying super attention to this table, but paying a middling attention to this table, I think Akim is probably the most ambitious player at the table. Hey, Wishterica. How you doing? Dynamito. Mr. Willy Wonka. Mr. Willy Wonka says, won a $30 4K high-low tournament last night for 1K. Thanks for the free coaching. You're welcome. Akim. Do they ever have an ace here? Oh my god. Oh. is so stupid. We have to fold. But I mean, did you guys ever make that call? It just seems like they can have a flush draw. Sometimes they'll have an ace. I don't know. Good start. I think we re-raise here because oftentimes, right, he can have some sort of combo straight draw, things like that, where he's trying to get a free card. Raising in fixed limit hold'em sometimes is just intentionally to get that free card on the turn. And he can be investing again. Like, he can be re-raising because if I check here, it saves him money. It saves him money even anyway. Kiko Man is not very happy. Okay, so I think Zafa has a jack, but I don't care. I'm lucky. You can just sit and sing.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never give back for food. Food for the way, guys. Stay. The win is the same. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out of the game. It's me 3.
You are 3. What else? What else happened? What else happened in the meantime? For it's 1, 2, 3. Ian says beats the hell out of that awful rat music some streamers inflict upon us. That's funny. Trying to get thin value there. Apparently slightly too thin. Buried aces here is a little bit interesting. At least it means it's very unlikely that we'll run into another ace. But are we going to go? No. We have another 30 minutes of late registration, so we can re-enter if we can't manage to run this up. We moved tables, sadly, but hopefully we can find a kin again a little bit later, except for not in Deuce to 7 triple draw. We love having this ace under here when there's not a lot of aces left for the taking. We'll go from here. 1 second. I'm going to mute this. 1 sec. Okay. We're going to go back because Ryan is gone. All in. And this one now we're in for $164, sadly, but it's a whole lot better than not being able to re-enter. Ooh! Goody rings! This is stud. What's going on? Why does everybody want to be involved here? The queen should be opening here a lot of the time, no matter what. I'm going to re-raise here. I don't know. I'm interested to know what people think in this situation. But we should have a better hand than both these two. The emotes are in. Emotes. We need a beard emote. They're in. That's all. Huh? Can I emote this? Probably. Let me... Why won't it screen capture? I'm sure it did screen capture. Anyway, but yeah, I was just... Did you hear me shout at you?
No.
Oh, I muted the stream and shouted my face off, and then you were gone. Anyway, the emotes are in. That's all.
All of them?
Yeah. Goody Rings is showing off his goldy lips.
Does anybody have the fire wheel yet?
No fire wheels. No fire wheels. Well, no, that's not true. Well, you have the fire wheel. Scooby Doo says, "Is it just me? Are there emotes missing?" But I need to go so I can concentrate slightly.
I'm gonna shut up that fire.
You're gonna what?
Fire.
All right. Sounds good. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hanging up. Hanging up. No more. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Okay. So this is kind of an interesting spot. Because they both drew, everybody drew fairly well for their range. But I feel like we're still ahead. We have 3 diamonds, so QWERTY I'm not hopeful for. Yeah, Scoop is hard to read. Oh, there you go. You made your queens. So we haven't seen any dead 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dead diamonds at least. Yeah. I mean, they should be leading here all the time. 1200. Are we going to call twice? We know we're behind. We haven't seen 10s. We haven't seen jacks. There was a dead 4. The 4 of spades is dead. Now we pick up a flush draw. So, but there's still 3 and 4 is 7. We're going to call and get them. Get out of here. Get out of here. Guys, we're going to be all in here. This is PLO, but it's kind of a mess of a hand. We're in good shape so far and still good. With that being PLO, right? Flopping 2 pair, it's so ugly, but we're literally gambling with 5 minutes left of late registration. Our hand is too good to fold and too weak to do anything else with. Okay, Scoop. Not a big fan of Scoop. What do you guys think we should do for Scoop? Or is Scoop too much like Nut? I was excited for Scoop. A digger. Carrick is very excited for the digger as well. Ooh. So SD Bub says get rid of the 8 ball. Lime Pickle and TKB says the 8 ball is in their top. What can we do? Cheers. That's what we can do. Late registration is closed. And we're all in. Simply put, top 2, we're not going anywhere. Oh my gosh. We're up against aces, I assume, which is great news because we have an ace. So that makes it a little bit, and the flush draw. Hold the baby. There we go. There we go. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Hey, Jack. What's up? It's a little bit unfortunate that we don't get to see equities. We can definitely run this through Pro Poker Tools. We have to fade a deuce for sure. The 9 is a devastating card for us on the turn because, I mean, they can hit a king or a 9, but we could have hit a 10 or an ace, and we were already ahead with our 2 pair. All right. Queen Bee says primed mind type. Yeah, primed mind. I should actually have a link to it. Prime Mind is the new app that Elliot and Fedor released with MP3s and such on it. This is an interesting hand, right? Because it's a good enough hand as it is to just stand pat. But we'll see. It also has a really good draw. I think we'll just draw. They're drawing 1. That's a little bit unfortunate. We will call and draw 2. And we get another deuce. We will not draw again. But Prime Mind, you guys download the app for free. And it's got some MP3s and some of Elliot's stuff just there ready on it. Wow. I hope Eric Crane gets hands like this in Badusi. Look, we have an 8 Badoogie, 8-4-3 deuce Badoogie, and we're drawing to a really nice deuce 7 triple draw hand. I hope he gets hands like this. We have a 1 card draw here. And we make an 8 perfect, which is going to be good enough to scoop. Draw 1, stand pat. The only hands that are beating us are 7s, exactly 7s. We will stand pat again, and we will bet for value here. They bet, really? I think we raise here. And if Malaria Boy can re-raise, I think we just fold. And that's like the disciplined play. You want to raise there to get that extra bit of value. But the disciplined portion of that is knowing that if they re-raise, they have to have a 7. What do they have? They must have made an 8-6. 8-7-5-3-2. That's an ambitious bet. They just think that we have nothing and we're going to check it back, I guess. Nah. Malaria Boy, you fooled with the wrong mosquito. Is that a thing? Oh, man. It's really cool. There are little courses and things you can do all the time. Let me show you the app. Just to show you that I'm not totally full of shit. There's Prime Mind. We just had Fedor on the podcast, and there's courses on growth, communication, recovery, health, confidence, determination. It's not just entirely poker related, which is nice, because as poker players, sometimes we get stuck into our poker world, but it's good to improve ourselves in all aspects of our life. I mean, I think he's got an overpair. Pocket jacks? Seems like pocket jacks. Ooh, pocket 9s. Ah! Wrong. We need to put some distance between us and Likey. Ace 9 suited. We've been very, very, very active this Hold'em round, but we've actually had the hands to show. Lowball Creep says, what is that you're drinking? We're drinking Big Rock Creek cider is what we're drinking today. Let's raise it up. I just don't really believe in slow play in Limit Hold'em. I think slow play gets you into a lot of trouble. And we definitely bet for value here. We would have to consider folding to a check raise, but to be honest, I don't think I fold to a check raise there. Because that would mean that he had led with like non-nut clubs, although he could have had a hand like 10 jack of clubs, things like that. I think, though, I would not have folded. But you have to at least consider it. A lot of more 9s in his range, I guess. That's awesome, Deborah. You should, I read your tweet, though. I think you did tweet that at them. Queen Bee says she took some time away from online to get focused for Vegas and got Prime Mind, listened, meditated, immersed myself in getting ready for Vegas. First line on tournament back after my break, won the 888 mini croc. I mean, and it's just not a coincidence. Simply put, it's not a coincidence. I do so much better when I am mentally prepared. And I feel so much better. Even if I happen to have a tough session or something like that, we're going to check raise to take control here. And then if we happen to miss in our run out, then we will be able to bet as a bluff. We have a pair of deuces and a bad low here. Wow. That's optimistic. But what I find is that when I'm mentally prepared, even if I take bad beats, I'm so much better able to handle them. So that's so great. All right, V. We'll see you soon. I know it's hard to not wait out the delay, but you wait out the delay, but just don't say anything, and then you can go. Fixed limit 08. We are going to come along. We will not be pushed around. So we flop the nut low, a bunch of straight draws, and now make a pair. So we have a pair of 6s and the nut low. feeling pretty happy. They check raise. That kind of makes us feel a little bit gross. But we just call. A little bit gross. A little bit gross. All right, that's fine. That's obviously fine. The check raise, you're just so concerned that they have ace deuce with some sort of combination of hearts. And meanwhile, ace deuce 5. Hey-o. Ace deuce 5. Don't razz me now. Don't razz me now, Poker Stars. Oh, we have 4 to a wheel. It's time, you guys. We have not made a wheel in far too long. We didn't make any wheels yesterday, and we've made 1 so far. So, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we're crushing this hand. Crushed. They're drawing dead, actually. Actually, they are drawing dead. Hooray! We bust malaria. We crushed malaria. We re-raised, and we're going to outdraw upgrade. We are. We have a, what do we have? A 9. They could have an 8. Hopefully they pair that ace. So we make an 8-5-4-3 ace. Pretty good. Like they could have an 8-6 something. Wow, really? Not disciplined enough to fold. They make a 6 perfect. Ooh. Ooh. Buried queens, 2-6-7 jack. All right. I really much prefer just calling here than re-raising. I could raise to push out Neil or Zephyr Zamaski, but I'm going to have position on upgraded no matter what. And I will have the opportunity to push them out in short order anyway. And this way my hand is masqueraded. Must be down to 12. So nobody really got anything for your hand. We're going to say, Neil, that's enough of you. Get out of here. Hey, Fish Slayer. Ooh. I mean, can they have 6, 7, 8 and just be doing this? We'll see. I with 18K in the pot, I can't see any way that I'm not going to. Oh, if they have 6, 7, 8, they just hit. Oh God. The check back on 5th Street indicates to me that they likely have some sort of 6, 7, 8 hand. So I am going to do what I feel good about, and I'm going to fold. Yeah, this seems ambitious. But with only 1 dead diamond, we don't like that it's the 5 of diamonds that's dead, but it's still only 1 dead diamond. So let's see what happens. Wow, it's amazing. It's not even 1 o'clock here yet. This 9 is re-raising. Interesting. Upgraded. The play in this tournament is exciting. Exciting. But, you know, it's still, we still have to produce a hand. So upgraded, we got position on you. We're going to show you something. I tell you that much. Queen. So didn't draw well. Zaffa drew well. Zaffa should be betting here because he's hoping that upgraded is going to raise. We will. So there's still 5 dead diamonds. We're going to call. Upgraded should have a high only hand. We still have the ability to make running low. We also have the ability to make a good high. And we're in a spot there where Zaffa, even if they re-raises, upgraded wouldn't have been able to re-raise. So let's see. Let's see what upgraded thinks now. They can't be too happy. We're going to bet to win the side pot. All right. And Zaffa, 2 pair, 3 pair, Zaffa. Nice hand. Who beats Zaffa? Not me. I'll flop a set here. Just make a little bet. Just flick a couple chips in. I guess we could have flicked in a couple more chips if they were going to go ahead and make that call. We're going to defend here with the deuce 4, throwing away the king, king 10. Get out of here. 8 is a pretty nice card, and it's nice to pick up 2 8s. We're going to check call and draw 2. Call. 2. And we make it. They draw 1, so they're going to be betting, so we're going to do something called a check raise. Stand pat bet. Ooh, re-raise, hey? We are going to re-raise and instantly do that. And we're going to stand pat here, and in order to try to make them break their hand, essentially. Or to, because our hand isn't a very good hand to draw at. Like, we don't have a card. We don't have a hand that we can improve very well. We'll hang out up here, and so we're 3rd of 7 now. Likey is still leading the way. We still hate them. Muka is in 2nd. We don't like them either because they're too good. That's definitely like how we decide, oh, we're in the money. Never you mind. We're in the money. Hooray. That's how we decide who we like and who we don't like. If they win all the chips, we don't like them. If they lose chips to us, we love them. Lowball Creep says, go, Jays, go. No. But fortunately, I escaped unscathed. Uh-oh, Neil Uta is gone from the KO Mania. Winning 83 says, bird 10s beats 9s, but not queens and 9s. So sharp. So sharp. So we flop a pair of aces and the 3 ace low draw. Yeah, you have a 9, Likey? I know, Likey. Oh my god, we have to call. Oh, that's not a 9. That's not a 9. You think I get beat by kings? No, Likey. We are trying to burst the bubble here. And we're in real big trouble. They flop a straight and a 4 ace low. Seems troubled. We flop a straight here, and I just led. I don't know. I saw the straight and I was like, go, bet. But maybe check raise would have been better. We will continue betting with our nuts and hope to see a red card on the river. Talonchick. I like it. I like it, Figaro. Not only a spade, but a low. We're the only sucker in this who got in for 2 buy-ins. Seems uncalled for. Oh, what were the other cards? Dead deuce, dead 4. Got too caught up looking at the payouts, and we have perhaps cost ourselves some information. We're ahead. We're so far ahead that they can't see us. See ya. Ace 3 5. Oh, 2 2 3 6. Still a 3 to a wheel. There are 2 deuces left for us. A couple 4s. A few wheels to be made. Muka's just limping in with the 6. I like this play, but we're going to isolate. Especially with 3 to a wheel. Dead 3. Dead 6. Okay, so there's only 1 more deuce left. You guys, you gotta cheer really hard for the case deuce if you want a wheel spin. Otherwise, we're gonna have to think of some creative way to win this. There's only 1 deuce and 3 6s left. We have a 3. This should look frightening. Until they realize that so many deuces are dead. So it's just like, we know this 3 paired them. We know they didn't likely make 3 3s, but, oh my god. I think it's worth betting here because if we improve on 7th Street, we can bet again. And if we don't, we can check it back, right? They're going to check to us most of the time here. We make an 8 5. Can we bet this 8 5? Oh god. This is like, if we make a 7 5, I definitely bet. I don't have any qualms about betting a 7 5 here. 8 5. Check. 7-6-5-3-2. See, 7-5 we would have bet. But if we check back 6th Street, they bet into us on 7th 100%. And we get forced into a situation where we call. So whether we had checked back 6th Street there, we would have put in the same amount of money, because on 7th we definitely would have paid off. But with betting the way we did, we allow ourselves the opportunity to get an extra 6K of value when we make a hand, and we get our chance to realize our equity by checking back when we make a marginal hand. So 5, 5, 4, 5, 5, 10. I don't know what upgrade it had, but it doesn't matter. We've split kings here. It's a little bit troublesome because it's going to be hard for us to make 2 pair right out of the gate because there's only 1 5 left. But that means it makes it easier for us to make 3 of a kind. Although if we get a king as our next card, it's hard for us to get any action. It should be hard to get action even through this. We're not sweating them making a straight. They could have made a pair of aces. Like when they complete, they can have ace 10, whatever. But we're just hypothesizing, obviously, because they never fold if they make an ace there. We're close to last. But let's get closer to first. I mean, these hands are, well, obviously. You know, if it came limp, 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 well, sure, flick in some chips and see what happens. Will we lose a friend? We will. Upgraded 420. GG. You're unsuited said, is Jamie just going to vodcast streams instead of actually streaming? I don't know what that means. He was streaming earlier. I don't know. Well, I don't know what this means. I gotta write down these going cake, going the distance. We should still be in pretty good shape here. I'm on fire. I don't know what that means. Does it mean in chat that he's been bad to me in chat? I obviously I don't remember, so it can't have been too bad. So 4 to a low. Hey babies. We were having side bets on how much groceries were going to cost.
Did you see my answer?
It was relatively inexpensive.
I was surprised. I bought 3 things of olive oil.
3 things of olive oil.
Regular $24.99 for $12.99.
Bargain.
Boom.
Bargain shopper. That's good. Good thing I'm at a final table. Look, what can we imagine? A 3, a 7, ace.
Good one.
That's a good one. Although Lakey should have 2 pair here. I could bet. They should actually probably be calling with a pair of 9s anyway.
Call you down.
Somebody said, oh, 9s and deuces. Table. Look at this, 2, 3, 5. Interesting. We don't care about those low cards being dead. Nobody completed, so we will complete. We don't care about the 2, the 3, the 5 being dead. That doesn't matter because we don't want 2s, 3s, and 5s. We want 10s. So I'm not, they can bet here, and that's totally fine. This is a garbage card for everybody. I mean, they make 1 pair. This is a good card for us. So if they bet, we definitely raise here, and we definitely bet if it comes around to us. I have not seen any 4s. We could easily have 3 aces here. That was an 8. We can bet pretty handily. Kings and 3s. Blah. Blah. Ace, 7, no limit hold'em. They can be shoving with king queen, worse aces. Worse aces wasn't really on my radar, but king queen was. And they had 10 big blinds. It felt like a really big shove when they shoved for 27K, but it was just 10 big blinds. And so like that. Ladders. Ladders. Hey, Kikumo. We made a ladder. You're in a good mood. Did you have a nice time grocery shopping with your dad? Did you have a nice time? Let's stand you up. Stand you up so you can help direct. What? Luca wants to make a deal. Do we want to make a deal? Not particularly. Nah. Not especially as we're going through no limit hold'em. I'm going to call here. Whoa. Open-ended straight draw, not flush draw. And a dream. I mean, if they just shove, we call, right? Is there ever a situation where you find a fold here? Muka is good. I'm surprised Muka wants to deal. What do you guys think? Should we make a deal? We're in the third. We're guaranteed $455. There's $1,500 up top. If we deal, we'll get like $900. Do we want to deal? We won't get $900. We're in third spot. Feels like my numbers would be sad, right? This is the payouts, $455, $689. We're sitting right now in third, so it feels like we would probably get like $800. Do I want to deal for that? That feels like that makes a pretty boring stream. What do you think? What do you guys think? What do you think? To deal or not to deal? That is the question. I feel like my answer is not. I feel like my answer is not. Oh yeah, I made that wheel for Andalyn. Gotta at least write your name down on the paper, Andalyn. Andalyn, I still owe you a lot. I still owe you $1. Considering dealing, but Gibson is yelling at me saying, no freaking deal. All right, I hear you guys. I hear you. No deal. I mean, this is a situation where it's really hard for them to give me enough money to incentivize me in the deal. Like, honestly, they would have to give me second place money to make a deal. And that doesn't make sense. That would mean that if they even chop the rest, I would get second place money and they would get $900 each. Which, I mean, it can happen, but I mean, with third place chip sacks, how am I ever going to get the most amount of money in the deal? How am I ever going to get the most amount of money out of the deal? How is that ever going to happen? Crickets, not for me, says, is that a lake? Do you fish or boat in it? Not right now, Crickets. It's flooding. So we don't do too much in there. Oh, God. Ace 10 suited. The song was Kasabian Fire. Hi. Oh, yeah. Big burp. Oh, God. We just busted to Strahovka in a nasty little fashion. We start with King Queen 10, which is nice. I mean, they have buried queens. They have an amazing hand. But how were we to know? How were we to know? They never raised at any point. And yeah. Hi. Did we let them back into King 10? No. It's just simply because we're just about to get into the games that I'm better at. So, why? I need to look and see what Muka raised with. Let's see. Oh, they flopped a pair of tens also. Now we check pot control a little bit. We now actually have something in our hand. And we make top 2. So we're losing to straights, and that's about it. Let's value bet. Gibson, poor Gibson. Gibson forgets. He forgets where we're at, and he just howls. So now we're 2nd out of 4. Now, I mean, it would be, if they want to give me first place money. Honestly, part of the problem with dealing, and part of the reason I don't like to deal, is I like to play. Legitimately, if they offered me first place money, obviously I have to take it, right? I have to take it. I have no choice. But it's not fun. Is it fun? I don't think so. Dealing is not fun. We're calling this strictly because we're in position and we want to see what the story is. We will make a raise here. We got an extra 5 and we've improved to a 1-card draw. When we make our hand, almost the worst 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3 is the worst 8. I'm going to I'm betting to put pressure on hands like an 8, 7, 5. I don't know. I don't know if I'm bluffing or valuing there. 2, 3, 4. We will just call. Draw 2, draw 2, draw 2. We will check. We didn't improve. And we've had 2 aces and a jack and a queen. So we haven't had any like sort of interesting hands. Do we call here? Let's let them go to war, I guess. It's not an awful call. Still. Ooh, 8, 6, got it. All right. Let's go. Let's get to business. Stupid Duck said, final table at the last 2 live tournaments last week. 3 of 4 won as a deal. You had 60% of the chips. Finally split heads up with 51-49, and you got 60% of the final 2 payouts. That's perfect, right? That's terrific. Good for you. That's a pretty strong little hand. See, like, they haven't put in a bet. How strong can their pat hand be? It really shouldn't be that strong. Sometimes it's like the stone nut. Sometimes people play wheels like this. But for the most part, it should be like a 9, a worse 8, 7, like an 8, 7, 6. I think, like, we're betting here for value. King, queen. I don't think I'll be too interested in folding. So he's got 23 bigs. All right, Lakey. More diamonds. That's not enough diamonds. I just check call. So they must have had 9s, 8s, 6s. I'm a bit of an underdog in the bracket contest on DraftKings, but hopefully we can get through. Yes, goody rings, chainsaws to all who oppose us. I'm going to. I was going to raise this turn anyway, but when we actually produce a hand, we will check. Wow. Ace 10. No. I was going to raise the turn as a bluff, but then I produced a hand, so why not? Muka's limping here. Let's, I raise in part even just to see. What are you doing, Muka? GAD says, now we can make a deal. Right? When I have half the chips in play. Definitely. Because there is, let's see, 700, that's 17, 20, 18, and 15 is 33. There's 3,300 chips in play. Still. Let's just win. Let's just win instead. Winning seems better. Flopping top pair seems strong. Jack high flush draw. Oh, man, I want to check in some ways. You guys winning makes me happier than me winning. Does that make sense? So this so far seems to have been a pretty reasonable round of I'm gonna just check this back now. It seems to have been a pretty reasonable round of Hold'em for us, which has been nice, because Hold'em can sometimes be very, very volatile. Fixed limit Hold'em. We will happily defend here. Let's just defend. We will continue. We will raise. We will bet. Pick up a straight draw, a flush draw, and we still have our pair. And we will check it back. Because they never fold ace king. But we picked up enough equity there. Had they bet the turn, we definitely would have raised. Which, fortunately for us, saves us 6K. I think it would be good to have like a Twitch innovation thread where you guys can suggest emotes. You can suggest things to do. Like, I want to make this a fun production. More fun? Funner? Yeah, we need to make that scoop writing bigger. Why is it so hard to read? Marcus's favorite game? All of them except fixed limit Hold'em. Oh man, what a nasty little run out. All right, seems okay. Right? T from the field says, now we can ask for more than first place money. Let's do it. Can we get 2K, please? So we have an 8-6 low draw. Not very good. But we have a strong little high hand. Seems like a bad river. We let them get there with the ace 7-7-9. Muka, that is ambitious. He's not physically struggling. Like, he's doing okay physically, for sure. But I think cognitively he's struggling. So we make a 7 deuce low and a 7 high flush. Let's just call. I think we can put a lot of ICM pressure now on Muka. And we just keep hitting flops. So, like even in the spot, if Muka has a king, they have to proceed cautiously because, it represents a big chunk of their stack to make these calls. Set of kings. One pair and an 8 ace low draw. Ace is up. We don't really mind in particular. what I was saying was we don't mind if the other person would have survived. It doesn't make a big difference to us, you know, if they survive. And we had a better high than them. Actually, we would have scooped them. It's a bit unfortunate that they came along still. But nonetheless, let's go. Let's do work. So we have aces and eights with a 5 kicker. We can bet based on our low, and now we just have an opportunity to check and likely call. Sometimes, oh, nice hand. We will raise it up. We flop top pair and an 8 ace low. So high equity in heads up situations is going to be more important because high always comes and low, yeah, you know, two-way equity is always the gold standard, but high equity is more important. So we have a draw to a 6 and a 9, 9 being the preferred card. We're going to check raise here with our straight and our very worst low. We don't have the opportunity to check raise, but we will now bet. It's good. Muka is saving me the effort of looking to see what they had. They just show. Seems good, right? All right. We have 1 minute until we get into Raz. Hopefully we can just drop them down a few levels. Backdoor Quadro says, do people often stall in 8 game on games that they're weak in, or is it number of hands? I wish it was number of hands, but it is it is actually per time. You will find people stalling for sure, but the time banks usually don't allow too much. Wow, nice hand. So it's usually not such an issue. But you do notice it for sure. Within 1 minute to Raz. Heads up, Raz. In the cash games, where it doesn't really matter, it is done via a number of hands. We will fold. We raise. So the big card's going to have to bring in and the smaller card is going to raise for the most part. This is a great spot here because we have such a garbage hand, but he has the very worst card possible. We bring in here. They only have a 10, so we're going to call. We're going to defend here. And, you know, depending on how the runouts go, it's pretty reasonable for us to defend. Wow. All right. We paired the ace. If we didn't pair the ace, we probably could have continued there. That was pretty ugly. We can continue here with our 2 lower cards. We just need them to draw a big card first and us to get a low card. Well, that qualifies. You know, it's higher than our cards underneath, and now we're in good shape. They, at very best, can have a made jack, but we're drawing to make a made 8. And if they get a good card and we get a good card, they'll make at best a 9 and we'll make an 8. So they're ahead right now, but the very best hand they have right now is 9-6, 3-2 ace, and ours is already better than that. We have 8-7, 4-3-2. So we're in good shape. And we improve again. We make a 7-6, 4-3-2. That's pretty good. They would have to have 3 cards underneath here that they're playing with the 6 and the ace. Again, we can defend with the 4-3. It's lower than their 5. We pair the 3. Man, all right. We'll leave this one be. Leave it be. This one we will not defend, certainly with the king underneath. We need to get some, like, these hands play themselves, sadly. We need to get some, like, old-fashioned 10 versus 9 battles, or 10 versus 10, or, you know, same card. Here's a good battle. Ooh. All right. Let's see. We will call again. And now we will fold. Let's have a good battle, not a garbage battle like that, Poker Stars. There's another good battle. This should be ours now. Muka didn't re-raise, so the 10. It shouldn't really give them too much optimism. Queen, we have the bring in. We can call here. We don't need another 4. All right, we're in good shape. Give them a big card. Give them a jack. Oh, a queen. Look, we have the same. We have copy cards. It's good news. All right, they can have at best an 8. We make an queen. So we're dead. We needed a card that did not pair us. We raise any 3 cards in this situation. Any 3. This situation is a little bit different. We're not as apt to raise any 3 cards because they're more likely to defend. I expect to see them defend there when they have a 9. No. Give them another bad card. Oh, we'll see. They might bet here. This is a check back spot because if they have like 4, 3, 2 ace, they're ahead. Give them a big card. There we go. A 9 though. Man, we can't. We can only make a 10. Gross. That was not a pleasant experience, that hand. Got to pay attention to see when it switches to stud, which is in 2 minutes. I feel like all of these pots have gone Muka's way, which has been a little bit unfortunate. We just need them to continue drawing poorly while we draw better. So they could be ahead of us now, but we have a draw to an 8-5. And we make our 8-5. Pretty strong. Really? Man. Let's get out. They're running in Raz like I ran in Limit Hold'em. Unfortunately for us. Unfortunately for us. This is not stud, so we will fold our aces. Maybe we should stall and get out of this razzmatazz mess. Are we playing Raz yet? Stud yet? I mean, so this is a spot where we can raise, right? Muka might, obviously can have a 10-9 here, but we're drawing to make a 7. So we need a 3, a 4, a 6, or an 8, or a 9 to be ahead. So they might fold a better hand in this moment, but we have 2 cards to improve, and we can improve drastically. We're going to check raise here. Not check raise, but re-raise. We both draw well, which usually will indicate will be better for us. So that 4 is unlikely to have paired Muka. I expect them to continue. They know that that 4 shouldn't have paired us, right? Because when they have 2 4s there, it's unlikely, unless we have the case 4 underneath, that the 4 paired us. So they have to proceed a little cautiously. We're going to, man, I still want to get value. I was going to check. And then it's just like, no, it's so important to get that last street of value. They didn't show. So they had 8-6. They made an 8. Versus R7 versus, is it real money? It's not $400,000, but for real, this is an $82 tournament. And we are guaranteed $1,044 in cash, but $1,581. So we're playing a $540 heads up battle here. We defend here with the queen and the 9. Oh man, right away. Okay. That's about it for this hand. That's about it for this hand. And sometimes instead you just know, right? Like the hand rolls over and you're like, all right, it's over. Nice little hand for us here. 3 kind of connected cards. Gut shot connected, but connected anyway. And higher than Muka's deuce. Oh, Craigasm. Craigasm. It's nice playing heads up because you don't have to worry yourself at all about dead cards. You see all the cards. 6, really? So they just have a pair of 6s? We have to bet in order to win. Gross. Oh my god. Weird hand. So both of us have 3s. I guess our 3 is not visible though. That was a big pot, you guys. Big pot in actuality and also just like the way the situation is. We have to continue betting here. If Muka's hit a queen, it's unfortunate, but we can't not bet because we need to decimate him, not just leave him with any chips. No free cards. We will bring in for the full amount here with 3 cards working together. He says good game. I don't trust him. It doesn't matter. I have seen comebacks. I have seen comebacks. Ha ha. Yeah, for 2 bets, we'll put everything in. Tickmister says, I'll drink my first beer of the night if you win this, Adrian, and I'm pretty thirsty. It's looking grim in this hand. Oh, 7s. We got it. Tickmeister. I can't cheers you with an empty cup, but we are the champions. I need my song. So I guess we want the World Series of Poker to go forever. So we finished first out of 60th. We got $1,581.95. Hooray, Team Talon. Victorious. They wanted to deal. They wouldn't give me more than $1,000. They laughed at me. And so we won it the more exciting, old-fashioned way.